Good afternoon. I am going to give an overview of the lessons that we completed in week 2. And for grade 8, we started with a comprehension where we focused on character traits. I'm going to share the screen with you of the text that we did in week 2. The text was about two boys, two friends who shared a lot of things together. I'm going to give you a few minutes to read the text, and while you read it, please type out words that you do not understand in the text so that we can explain the words to you, so that I can explain the words to you. Okay, focus on the thoughts and the actions of the characters in this text. This is a non-fiction text. As we go through the text, okay, and then we're going to look for what each of the characters did and what they said. What does that tell us about each of these characters? The way people behave, the way people act gives us an idea about what qualities they have. These qualities are known as character traits. Now, when we look at character traits, if someone finds money somewhere and he returns it to the owner, we will say that this person is honest. So honesty becomes this person's character trait. So focus on the two characters and find out. Okay, in line number 10, in paragraph number 10, you will find the word scornfully. If you are speaking scornfully to a person, how would you speak to them? You will be speaking to them in a manner that is very disrespectful. Okay, so let's go down and understand a few more words, read through the text and understand a few more words of how we can clearly understand, find out the character traits of the two main characters in this text. Okay, the meaning of the word misjudged in paragraph 12. Misjudged is when you think you know what someone has done, but you are not completely sure. Okay, you're not completely sure, and you are going to find out. You're going to ask, okay, other people for their knowledge, for their clarification. In paragraph number 13, you had the first, there is a word over here, jittery. If you are feeling jittery, you're feeling very, very nervous about something or about someone or about an action that you have to complete. Okay, again, I would like you also now to focus on paragraph number 17. You have the word nestled. The sentence reads, each quarter was nestled in its own spot in the collection case. Over here, nestled means put carefully, kept very carefully so that it would not be damaged. Okay. Since everyone has finished reading the text, we are now going to move on to the questions. Okay. I'm going to give you a few minutes to complete the questions before we do the answers together, before we clarify what the answers were. And after we do the questions, we are going to go back and think about the characters in the text. This, what you're looking at on the screen over here, is a list of character traits. Okay, I've given you this to help you identify the character traits of the two main characters, Samuel and Everett. Okay, you are going to choose who to write about. This is a template over here. Okay, you will write the story title, which is Point Confusion. Write down the name of the character you are choosing to write about, which is either Samuel or Everett. Okay, then choose a character trait. It doesn't necessarily have to be from the list that I've given you. You can write about something else that you know. Write the character trait, and most important, evidence from the text that helps you identify the trait that you are writing. You have to identify 2 traits for each character. Okay, so if you have written Samuel here, if you're choosing to write about Samuel, you do not have to write about Everett. Let's go back and see our question. Okay, now that we have finished our reading our text, we are going to continue. Okay, we have focused on the text. We have noted down both characters. We have looked at their actions and their words, the way they spoke, the way they thought about each other. Okay, these are the questions that you would have to. There are only 10 questions, and they are all multiple choice questions, all of them based on the text. Okay, based on the questions in the text. So, okay, in paragraph 4, the phrase "but none meant as much as his quarter collection." Okay, for this question, please type out the letter of the option that you have chosen to answer this question. And yes, I can see many people have typed out the correct answer. Okay, the correct answer is has personal value. Okay, the question is has personal value, and I'm going to, sorry, just give me a minute. Okay, I'm going to highlight the answer that you have chosen. Okay, based on paragraph 5 and 6, the reader may conclude. Okay, what can the reader conclude based on paragraph 5 and 6? And yes, we know in paragraph 5 and 6, Samuel left Everett to go and do a job that his mother gave him. So which means the answer is A. Okay, now we've just spoken about the meaning of misjudged. So in paragraph 12, the word misjudged means that this person was wrong about something. Paragraph 4, okay, what is the purpose, sorry, this is the sentence, question number 4. What is the purpose of this sentence? Okay, acting like someone with a secret. So the purpose of this was to describe Everett's guilt, to talk about character, initiate event, or the suspense. Okay, so the answer for this is option C, which many people have typed up on the screen. It means to answer, to give more suspense to what was happening in the text. Okay, now we're talking, this question focuses on Everett. Okay, what does his action in paragraph 16 reveal? Reveal means to show. Okay, many people have typed out option C, which is he enjoys surprising his friends. Okay, now read the sentence from paragraph 17. Silver flashed at him and his eyes suddenly stung. What does this tell us about Samuel? Okay, the answer is option D, which is his eyes began to fill with tears. He realized something. Okay, based on the ending of the story, the reader can tell that in future, Samuel will, okay, what will he do in the future based on the ending of the story? And the answer is option A, which is he will be careful about blaming his friends, especially if he doesn't know for sure. Where is Samuel when he learns about the coin collection? Yes, your answer is option B. He was at Everett's house, because Samuel had gone to Everett's house to meet him. He'd gone to talk about where his coin collection was. Why is his coin collection, okay, important to him? In the beginning of the text, they tell us, okay, it is something that he talks to his father about. It is something that helps him make a connection with his father. All right. The theme, the message in this text, okay, the message in this text, yes, it could, some people have typed B, some people have typed C, okay, but the correct answer is C. Trust is important. Okay, because they respected each other, but because you cannot respect someone if you do not trust them. Over here, Samuel was doubting whether Everett had stolen his coins or not. Okay, and doing the character traits is for homework. So you have the text with you and you have this template with you. You need to complete, okay, the text identifying the character traits. Remember, write either about Samuel or about Everett. Now, we also did in this lesson, we learned to identify between adjectives and adverbs. Okay, so we have a PowerPoint over here, and I'm going to go straight into the definition between the two words. I'm going to go straight into the definition between the two parts of speech, which is an adverb tells us when, where, and how about verbs, but an adjective describes a noun or a pronoun by telling which one, what kind, or how many. Okay, let's check out some examples about adjectives first in this PowerPoint. So we have here, she wore a yellow sweater to the picnic. Okay, now sweater over here we can see is a noun. Yellow is telling us about the sweater. Yellow is describing the sweater, therefore yellow is an adjective. Okay, look at the next sentence. My bedroom was messy. Again, bedroom is the noun in the sentence. Because messy is modifying or describing the bedroom, messy becomes the adjective. She lost her blue and white parka. Parka is a kind of jacket that is worn in very cold countries. Over here, blue and white are describing the color of the parka, so those words become adjectives. Let's see how adverbs differ from adjectives. Okay, now, what do adverbs do? David was extremely grumpy. Over here, grumpy is an adjective talking about David. Extremely is modifying the word grumpy. Extremely is telling us how grumpy David was. Now, so extremely becomes the adverb. Adverbs also modify adjectives. In the second sentence, the runner easily finished first. Over here, finished is a verb. Okay, easily is telling us how he finished. Okay, so easily over here is an adverb modifying another verb. Jose, my oldest brother, drove slowly by his friend's house. Again, drove is a verb. Okay, slowly is modifying the word drove, which makes it an adverb. In this slide, now we know that adverbs modify other verbs and or other adjectives. Okay, we have different types of adverbs as well, okay, which we have gone through in the last lesson. So let's go back to the previous slide. The difference between an adjective and an adverb. An adverb tells us when, where, and how. about verbs, adjectives, and even other adverbs. An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun by telling us which one or what kind or how many. Now, in your grammar books, okay, you need to I'm going to give you a few minutes to complete the exercise so that you can answer the questions when I ask you. Okay, we will be doing the answers together. So I need everyone to open their books to page 47. Open your books to page 47 so that we can complete the work together. Okay, I think maybe we will do the first few sentences together so that you can complete the rest of it by yourself, and then later we can check. Okay, the first sentence in the book says, comets often contain large rocks. All right, now I look at the underlined word. Look at the underlined word in the book and identify it. The underlined word is large. So is large an adjective or is it an adverb? Large over here is an adjective. In sentence number 2, the rocks inside comets are held together by icy material. Again, because icy is describing material, which is a noun, icy becomes an adjective. Number 3, a comet that passed by the sun enough times steadily loses its icy material. In sentence number 3, the word steadily is an adverb. It's modifying the word loses, which is a verb. Now I'm going to give you some time so that you can complete the rest of the sentences. Identify whether the underlined words are adjectives or adverbs. You have 1 more minute to finish what you're doing. That is identifying whether the underlined words are adjectives or adverbs. For number 4, please type out your answer on the screen so that I can find out whether you are typing out the correct answer. Many people have typed out in sentence number 4, the word rocky is an adjective. Now, sentence number 5, in sentence number 5, you have the word sometimes. Sometimes is an adverb. That is great. Sometimes is modifying the word enter, which is a verb. Sentence number 6, you have the word spectacular underlined. And in this sentence, spectacular is an adjective. Sentence number 7. Sentence number 7, the answer for the word only is adverb. Only in sentence number 7, an adverb. Sentence number 8, the word quite is also an adverb. In sentence number 9, the word only is an adjective because it's modifying the word meteor. In sentence number 10, the word likely is an adverb. In sentence number 10, the word likely is an adverb. Now we're going to go on to the writing that we did in the rest of the week. I would like all of you to look at the PowerPoint. Please look at the PowerPoint for the writing that we're going to do. We're doing cause and effect writing. Okay, so what is cause and effect writing? If you were looking at this screen on your devices, please copy the link and we're going to put it, okay, I'm going to share it with you. Okay, I'm going to start it. It is identify.
Cause and effect. Identifying cause and effect in texts is important as it helps us to understand the events that are happening. It helps us to understand what's happening and why it's happening.
Just hold on a minute for some reason. For some reason, my screen sharing is stopped, so I'm going to go back, okay, and share it with you again. I hope you can see it this time.
Identifying cause and effect in texts is important as it helps us to understand the events that are happening. It helps us to understand what's happening and why it's happening. A cause happens first. It's why something happens. To find the cause, ask, why did this happen? An effect happens after the cause. It tells us what happened.
Okay, so we're going to continue with the writing. You've just heard what is cause and what is an effect. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint. Now, in the PowerPoint, okay, for our essays, we are going to look at a cause which has 3 different effects. Okay, one cause which has 3 different effects. Before we go, if you will look at the next screen, this is the template that you have to follow when you are doing the cause and effect. So you must make sure that your introduction, the first paragraph of your essay, has a thesis statement and the cause. You will have 3 body paragraphs which has the effect of your cause, and don't forget to write examples or details of each effect, followed by the final paragraph, which is also called the conclusion. We're going to go through a sample essay where you can see and as this is the full template that you have to follow. Please remember, once you have chosen your topic from the ones that I show you on screen, you must put your information over here into the template. Okay, go on the internet, talk to your parents, talk to older brothers and sisters, write your points down here in the template. This will help you to finally write your essay when it is time for you to do so. Let's go through a sample essay. If you are looking at the screen, let me just increase the font size so that you can see it clearly. Okay, the introduction, which is the first paragraph, okay, has the thesis statement as well as the cause. Okay, over here, the cause is, the title of this essay is What Effects Has the Computer Had on Our Lives? Okay, I have underlined the thesis statement in this essay. The 2 main areas in which computers have brought about a profound change in our lives are the economic field and in the field of communication. So the effects of the computer are in the economic field and in the field of communication. So these 2 points I'm further going to discuss in the body paragraphs of this essay. This is why I have underlined it. These 2 points further contribute to the thesis statement. The first few sentences in the paragraph are very general information about the computer. Okay, look at the body paragraph. The body paragraph, the topic sentence is talking about the first main point. Okay, it is telling us that this paragraph will be talking about the economic field, computers and the economic field. Okay, this is why you must make sure that your body paragraph also has a topic sentence. The topic sentence will be taken from the thesis statement. The point from the thesis statement must be written in the topic sentence of the body paragraph. Okay, then you will give me examples, you will give me facts that focus on, for example, if we're talking about the economic field, you will be focusing on giving me examples and details of how computers and the economic field are connected. Okay, what is the cause and effect over there? In the field of communication was the second point in the thesis statement. Okay, and it becomes the second body paragraph. How? What is the connection? What is the cause and effect relationship about computers and the field of communication? In the conclusion, you have to restate your thesis statement. Begin by restating your thesis statement and then give a final thought. What do you think about what is the connection? What is the cause and effect relationship between computers and our lives, as the title says, the cause of and effect of communication of computers on our lives. Now we are also I'm also telling you that these things, the template, the writing template, the cause and effect template, as well as the sample essay about computers that I just showed you, has also been put under resource documents so that you can use it to help yourself when you are finally writing your essay. If you have any doubts about the writing, then we can continue this in the next lesson. By the next lesson, you should get all of your points that you require to write your essay.